Hey folks, I'm Jody White. I'm here at registration for the Rayback FLW Series on Kentucky Lake, and I'm joined by Ramie Colson Jr., FLW Tour Pro, Kentucky and Barkley Lake Stick. Ramie, you said just a little while ago that you're kind of concerned about Barkley Lake, and it's not setting up, or Lake Barkley rather. I can't believe that. It's not setting up quite the way you wanted it to.
We had the high water a couple of weeks ago when we was at Beaver Lake. And that was the time.
I saw the pictures. The fishing was great.
Oh, we was there and the fishing was great here, and then they went to pulling this water and they pulled it so hard, so fast. Well, these fish, they didn't know whether to stay or go, and it scattered them real bad. I mean, I think it scared a lot of them from going up in the bushes and staying up there to coming out, out behind the boat and just kind of sitting in that area right there and doing what they're going to do, as far as spawning. And that's what's made it so tough on me over on Barkley is the part that the water got down so low that the fish they're just not acting right. You'd liable to fish a stretch of 50 to 100 bushes and not get a bite, and then get a bite, and then you liable to go another 100 or 200 more before you get to the next bite. So it's no rhyme or reason. Normally this time of year I can go down a set of bushes and I can pick out the bush up ahead of me
that's the one.
He's going to be there, or going to be in that one, or under that willow, or something like that, and you just
haven't been able to do that.
No, it's been terrible.
So I guess that said, on the Barkley side of things, do you feel better about Kentucky Lake? Have you been fishing shallow on Kentucky Lake? Have you looked out deep at all?
No, I like this time of year shallow. It's fun, and normally you can catch fish this time of year shallow, and I've done it all my life up until the middle of May, and then of course you finally got to just say, okay, I got to put the flipping stick up, when we get the crankbaits or the swim baits out, But like I said, my son had a tournament last weekend out of Fenton on Kentucky Lake, and we ran south on Kentucky. We caught 15 pounds. It didn't take long to catch them, and I thought, well, I do have an option here. I can go to Kentucky Lake if I need to one day and go to Barkley one day. So now, I just keep sitting and waiting that these fish on Barkley are going to turn on. The weather, of course, now we're starting to get a little warm weather, and it could turn these fish on shallow real well because of the water temperature warming. It can make them more active, and you could get more bites. So. Yep. Now I'm torn between which way am I going to go in the morning. Am I going to go south on Kentucky, or am I going to go south on Barkley? So, I'm going to let the draw dictate which way I go. If I get a late draw, I'll probably go to Kentucky Lake tomorrow. If I get an early draw, I'll probably go back over to Barkley. So
now, can you explain why does having an early draw make you go to Barkley versus? Does it take more time to get where you need to go in Barkley?
Well, is it
the number of places?
If I get an early draw, I just know Barkley a lot more than what I know Kentucky Lake. I got one area on Kentucky I can go up. Now I can spend all day in it and fish, but I like to have a little more time to do it. If I get a late draw and I can get out late and I don't have to come back in, like 3 o'clock or 2 o'clock or whatever, I'll go to Kentucky Lake tomorrow. If I can get, not come back in, have to come back in the first boat. But now, if I get an early draw, boat 1 or 2, I'm probably going to go back to Barkley just because I can get over there quicker and get on what I want to get on and just, stay with it, and fish. So
cool. Well, Ramie, thanks for coming on, and here's hoping you get the right draw tomorrow, and whatever happens, you go out and really catch them up.
I just flip a coin, and then whichever way it falls, heads or tails, I mean, it really doesn't matter. I'm gonna go one way one day and one way the next day. So
awesome. Well, good luck out there.
Thank you. Now, appreciate it.